What's going on, everyone? In today's video, I like to discuss how films and physical media impacts us. And you're probably thinking, what the hell does that mean? And what I thought about the topic earlier today, and it was because of my girls. You know, I am a big Star Wars fan, and they're Star Wars fans as well, and that makes me very happy as a Star Wars geek. and and yeah, and I just thought about how just looking through my eyes as a parent, showing them movies that I love. My wife is showing movies that she loved as a kid, and how that really impacts us throughout our life. And hoping that, as a physical media collector, I'm really hoping that when they get older, that they will buy those movies, and have it and for their own, instead of streaming and everything. Obviously, that's another topic, but I want to keep it just within my topic in this video. And, I like to think that films are very important. Not, and films are very important for each individual, meaning that, and I have a huge interest in the horror genre. And not too long ago, my girls really started to have an interest with some of the horror aspects of. One of them really likes reading horror books, and one of them likes is kind of leaning a little bit of watching, some scary movies. Not nothing too crazy or anything, obviously, but just um, yeah, and I just remember watching when I was a kid with my dad. You know, this was the '80s, and my dad, showed me hella scary movies. That I want to show to my girls now, like Nightmare on Elm Street, and Hellraiser, Phantasm, movies like that. Um, and so, and they showed a high interest with, and they like Ghost Adventures, and so I that made me very happy as a horror fan, and so, and then of course with their interest in Star Wars, and just recently they really like Harry Potter. I mean, we just recently bought a Harry Potter chess set, because they love Harry Potter so much, and so do I. I watch it every Christmas season. So all of that, just thinking of all of that, maybe want to make a video about that. And I'm pretty sure you guys, since you're checking this video out, have some similar stories of movies, films that you love, and you want people to watch. You recommend movies to other people. For the people who are physical media collectors, you recommend people owning those said movies. And there's nothing like having that movie physically in your hand. One of them, like the Star Wars movies that I have, I mentioned Candyman. I mean, I'm so happy that I have, these multiple copies of Candyman, and just I love physical media. That's why I went on YouTube and checked out all these wonderful YouTube, content creators about physical media, and these film reviewers who not only do that, but they also just dive into films itself. And, there's some really great ones. And, that piqued my interest and what encouraged me to start my own channel. And so I felt once I started to get comfortable with the camera and the whole YouTube experience, interacting with other viewers, I wanted to make this type of video because in some ways it's just like a niche group, right? And I don't have a lot of friends who collect movies like I do. Most of them, watch movies on streaming. They don't really own the movies. And they think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy that I collect movies. And I love going out in the theater, right? I said it before that our love for movies is why we became physical media collectors. I'd like to know from you guys, what made you into a movie lover? And what made you want to collect, your movies? Um, for me, I'm very passionate about films and physical media collecting, and I want to preserve those movies and show it to my kids, which I'm currently doing, and I fucking love it. It brings me great joy to have these movies and just go from the shelf, get those movies and show it to them without relying on the internet, right? And then of course the broader subject is, showing the movies that I love, and they might not like it, or for the movies that I mentioned, like Star Wars, Harry Potter. I mean, they really like Free Willy, and my wife introduced them to that because she loved Free Willy 1 and 2, and the girls love Free Willy now. She loved Little Giants, and so do I, but she really loves Little Giants. And the girls love Little Giants. And I could tell from her eyes that once they saw the movie and they thoroughly enjoyed the movie, it brought a lot of joy to her eyes, to her heart. Just like it does for me that the girls are interested in those films, Star Wars, Harry Potter, etc. I made this channel to connect with other people like me. And in some ways, there's no bigger audience like YouTube. And I've really enjoyed my experience with YouTube so far. And, I really would like to interact with you guys, the viewers, because if you're watching this video, you're passionate about films and you're passionate about physical media, which are my two loves. So thank you guys for checking out my video. I love to read your comments and get your thoughts about the topic, and maybe give me some other suggestions of what type of videos to make later on. Because like I said, not only do I want to do, some 4K reviews, some movie hauls that I do, and just physical media, but I also want to talk more about films. I love the horror genre, but I also love, action films, the Marvel, superhero films, Star Wars, Middle Earth. I mean, there's so many films that are just beautiful films that I think, everyone should see. But, I just don't want to, define myself as just, at least I don't want to define this channel as solely physical media collecting. I want to make it just a little bit more. And that's what this kind of video is about, because like I said, not only do I want to talk about films, but I also want to hear from you guys. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Can't wait to read what you guys have to say in the comment section. And, who knows, it might give me some more ideas for future videos. And if you're interested in other discussions, check out these videos over here. I made a playlist, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.